What's happening?
I love that explosion. Hey! Surprise!
Van Halen on a Sunday night.
Not the finger guns. Oh boy. How are you?
Wonderful. Happy Sunday.
Thank you. Likewise.
Halenville
Halenville Live.
on a Sunday.
I haven't been on here, I think, since the debut, which
Yeah. That's been
I
eight.
didn't.
That's been 8 weeks ago now.
I know.
You believe that? It's been 8 of these.
Time's flying. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like we've only done like 2 or 3 of them. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Yeah. We got some folks. We posted this link in the chat. So,
Not in the
any,
chat. It's in the description.
not in the chat. It's down in the show description. Sorry.
So click on it.
So if somebody wants to come in and talk Van Halen, come see us. Come see us. Yeah.
Johnny should be here shortly. Tom, I think, is taking a break and resting.
Yeah.
So
He may or may not.
Super fast if he's watching.
Johnny will be home soon and on board here. So yeah, how's things going, Sandra?
I was busy earlier. I went overboard, and my apologies. I sent you, I don't know how many promo pics for the next show.
Oh yeah, I saw. Yeah, I love those. Absolutely.
And then I sent you a pic for the show tonight too.
Yep, you sent me. Let's look at that. I like that one. Where's it at? I have it in here. Let's show everybody this picture. Ta-da! Yeah.
New message is received from Kurt 5150. Messages I'm gonna jump it soon.
I don't know if you
from
heard
Kurt
that.
5150.
Yeah. I keep that on. It reads it. I hate to have to look at it. You know, I'd rather just hear it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm super excited for one of your guests tonight.
Yes, we are going to have a special guest tonight by phone.
Yes. I cannot wait.
A lovely young lady who most of you know, Linny Lou.
Yeah.
Is going to call in. Linny Lou has a very cool piece of Van Halen memorabilia.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, and she sent me a copy of it earlier in the week, and I'm going to show you that after a while. Yes,
I got a sneak peek of it.
Oh, you already saw it. Oh,
yeah, you showed it. What?
Oh, I showed it to you last night. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah. Did you see Jeremy White on Johnny's show last night?
No.
That was very cool. You got to rewatch that. you know, the guy who does the podcast, he's got a YouTube's interviewed Michael Anthony, Gene Simmons, everybody. He jumped in on his late show last night,
It
and
sounds
it was super
familiar.
cool.
So I probably have seen some of his videos.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, cool.
yeah.
Neat. I'll
That
have
was
to
a
watch
great
that.
show.
I'll have to watch
Yeah.
the replay. Hey, Susan.
Kurt,
Hey, CK. Hey,
the
Kurt.
Reverend.
Rick, KXM Rock, Mike, Niece. I just went ahead and started shouting out names in the chat because I think they've waited long enough. The original Pair Mutant. Thanks for joining in. CK, if I haven't said that already. Thomas Santiago.
Thomas Santiago.
Thanks to everybody tuning in. Taka. I'm gonna put my glasses on for this. I don't want to mess it up. Taka Jaloha.
Yeah.
The minions await your wisdom.
Yeah.
And that's it for now. Welcome to
KXM Rock, original Pair Mutant.
Belly on up to the bar and help yourself. Hey, Kurt, how you doing?
Good. Happy Sunday. I'm on the West Coast, so I just finished eating dinner. I got my son here watching with me, and he's like asking me a million questions. Is Tony on Instagram? Does he have Twitter? He's asking me a million questions because he's interested in what's going on. This is Steven.
Hi, Steven.
Steven, how you doing, buddy?
Shout out
I'm
to
good.
Steven.
So what's going on?
How old are you? How old, Steven?
Steven is 22
What's his
years
Insta?
old.
Let's shout out his Gramtown. What's
What's your Instagram page? Yeah, well, we can get it on there. Let me find it here.
We're gonna tell 14 people your Instagram.
All right, it is Steven Snyder 12. Nothing in between. Steven Snyder 12.
There you go, Chad. Go hit him up.
Yep. Check him out. Mini me.
Is he a player like you, Kurt?
No. He is he's an ex-player. But actually the last like 3 years he's really gotten into kind of the Van Halen scene. So it's
nice.
Cool. Steven is actually he's in a wheelchair. He's got cerebral palsy. So I don't know if he could physically play guitar, but he loves music, so that's all that matters.
Awesome. That's right.
Yeah. That's right.
Has he ever tried to?
Yeah. In fact, a friend of mine got him a set of drumsticks yesterday. We were at a funeral and he gave him some drumsticks, and I'm thinking about maybe he might be able to do drums. So we may try to put something together for maybe having a little drum kit put in his bedroom and drive mom and dad nuts and go from there. I think that might be a little bit easier for him.
I have a drum kit in my bedroom.
Noisy toys.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool. Yep. Go follow him on Instagram, Steven Snyder 12.
All right, there you go. There you go. So, Tony, you were talking about Jeremy White last night.
Yeah.
Awesome seeing him on Mr. Beane's show. I thought it was great having him. A lot of people know who he is, and I've been following him for a couple of years now. And if anyone hasn't checked him out, the guy plays drums, bass, guitar, sings, and he's a radio DJ. Like, incredible.
Yeah. And
Tony
he lands
about it.
Yeah, he lands some really cool interviews too.
Dude.
Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Really
Michael
cool.
Anthony.
Yeah, he had Mike on not long ago. He had Gene Simmons on.
Yeah,
And
Phil
Paul
Collins.
Stanley.
Yeah, Phil Collins from Def Leppard, Eddie's Tech,
When did Jim
um,
charged him?
Tom Weber.
Tom Weber. Yeah. Yeah, he's I don't know how he does it. I actually texted him today. I'm waiting for him to get back to me, but I want to know what his secret sauce is because he's potentially teeing up something to interview Wolfgang too.
Yeah,
And
he said that.
Both Tony and I are trying to, I guess corral some of those folks. So I want to know what the secret sauce is.
I know. Yeah. Shopping at a store we don't shop at.
Apparently. Yeah.
Yeah. Kurt and me were typing last night. John Biel had no idea who that guy was.
No.
I was like, how could you not know who this guy? Yeah.
I thought John Biel knew everything.
Yeah, and I think Tony said, John, he was saying in the chat, have you checked your Facebook feed?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. So
John's got a lady friend now, so I'm sure his time and his brain are well divided.
Right.
Yeah.
So you said Linny Lou's coming on.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
She's something else.
Yeah.
She's great.
I guess I could say I've gotten to know her over the last year just off like the Discord and in the chat, and she's awesome. So I'll be excited to actually be able to see her jump on and say hi to everyone. So that's awesome that you're getting her on tonight for sure.
She plays too, Kurt. She's
I
got
know.
a badass Wolfgang at home. Yeah.
Yeah. She's always talking about her gear. So
yeah.
She's a gal after my own heart for sure.
She's great. She's told me a couple of backstage Van Halen tales. Maybe we'll get her to spill those beans a little later. Also, yeah.
So Tommy and Brendan, they're out tonight. Is that the deal?
Tom may be, or
he's
may
a little under
not
the weather,
be.
right?
He is still. He's gotten his shot recently, and he's having a hard time in lieu of it, in comparison to most of us. So but he may or may not. He made the show last night, but he said he may or may not here tonight. And
well, I'm only 43 years old. I'm still a spring chicken. I got my shot, and immediately 24 hours after I got the shot, like I got it at 10 o'clock in the morning. The next day, right at 10, I was like, boo! I was down and out for like 6 hours. Headache, wet, cold. And then about 8 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock at night, I was fine. And then I've been good since. So I don't know, good thing or a bad thing.
Same thing happened to me. I go back in a couple of weeks and get my other one, and not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
So, but you got to get it, and not gonna mess my week up because it's on a Friday. So.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. But yeah. Hey, Caleb.
Hey, Caleb.
How's it going, dude?
Jump on in, Caleb.
Yeah,
Dude,
how
Caleb
funny,
was
dude.
throwing on some mean videos today and yesterday on Instagram and YouTube. Incredible. That dude, he's got it going on for sure.
Here you go,
For
Kurt.
sure.
Check your shirt. Let me show you the back.
Van Halen Memorial Day weekend. Is that 80?
83. Yeah.
Holy smokes. Dude.
Yeah.
83. I was like 7, 8 years old, man. I would have died to been all up in that business.
I wasn't there. Yeah, I would have loved to have been there. But there is a young lady in the chat who was there. That young lady right
Susan.
there. She was
Yeah.
at the US Fest. Yeah.
So Susan is, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, she's fairly kind of new to this scene. She kind of came on a couple months ago, and she's been like avid Van Halen fan.
Oh
and
yeah, huge Van Halen
her
fan. Absolutely.
talking about,
Yeah.
you guys going to talk about Van Halen. I know she's caught a couple of the 5150 shows. So Susan,
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for keeping up with all this. And yeah, like it's a year ago, I had no idea all this was going on. And I wish I would have found it sooner too.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going to look, Kurt, we're going to look at those old historic Van Halen concert riders.
Oh, cool. I love it.
Going to look at the ones from back in 82. And we'll also look at one after Wolf joined the band.
Cool.
And how they varied. They don't look quite the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the ones from back in the 80s were pretty extravagant. I know I've looked at some of those, like 83, 84 ones, 80, 86, but I'm sure they've changed as the band got older. But yeah, that's a neat thing to look at, Tony. I like it. Good idea.
Yeah. And Linny is
Can I go now?
We'll hop you back in here a little later, Sandra. All right.
Cool. I'll stick
all
around
right, babe.
backstage then.
Everybody, Sandra Picorni.
You're the best. You're the best.
You are.
All right.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Yeah,
You're lucky to have that help, man. It's
she's
awesome.
great, dude. She is great. Linny mailed me a copy of this contract. And she's got the original of it.
Way.
And it's really cool how she got this thing. You know, I've got copies of various historic, you know, when they hired Noel Monk and they signed the contract and the lawyers in the band, and when they cut Mike out of you know, royalties and made him sign that. I've got copies of that.
No way. Do you really?
Oh yeah.
You madman.
Yeah, they're. But she's got a copy of this. Let me go ahead. I've got it inside this sleeve. I'm going to take it out of here and I'm going to show you this. And she's going to call in here in a moment, Kurt.
Okay.
But This is a very old club agreement. Let me put myself a little bigger here. All right. All right. So if you can read that, Walter Mitty's Rock and Roll Emporium, Pamona.
Pamona, California.
Yeah.
Performance contract, 14th of February, 1976.
Yeah.
For the services of, I don't know what that says. Is that the? I hope that's your ringtone. If it is, I love you.
Yeah. Hang on a second, Linny. So this right here, you can see when it was signed, and that's the amount there. All right. So they agreed. No.
Or 500,000, excuse me, or $500.
$500 to play on April 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th for 5 sets of
I see. Wow.
45 minutes. And so that's basically the band got paid.
Yeah, and you know,
a night.
Tony, I had no idea that they had these official contracts back then. I thought it was a gentleman's handshake.
Oh yeah. No, every local club band, our band had them. Every band in the world has them. You know, I mean, if the lights go off or anything, and you're there, you want to get paid. Yeah. All right. So now that's
cool.
what it is. All right. So, and it's signed by the club owner and Alex Van Halen, and it's got 1881 Los Lunas, his address, and his phone number.
Oh. So is that his mom and dad's place?
Yeah.
It is. And that was probably their number back then.
Yes.
Dude. That's cool.
And so this is 2.5 years prior of them getting signed.
Right. To the Motown deal.
Yeah. All right. So
that's pretty cool, Tony. And it looks like that copy you have it's not a copy of a copy. It looks pretty legit.
That's a copy. Linny, are you there? Are you there, Linny? You can hear her, Kurt?
You got her on speaker?
Yeah, I got her on speaker. Are you there, Linny?
Yeah, I hear her.
Let me, all right, Linny, are you there? You can hear me okay? You can hear her, Kurt?
Barely. Is your phone on speakerphone?
How about now?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, that's better.
All right. I have the volume down.
Oh. All right.
We can hear
me
you.
now?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay.
Lenny, how's it
All right.
going?
Going all right. Nice to see everybody. Hello. Now you can hear me.
Yes.
My crappy accent.
Yeah.
So what's up?
Oh, not much. Looking at this contract that you mailed me a copy of.
Oh yeah, that was quite the find, I'll tell you.
Yeah, amazing.
So do you want me to just tell you the story?
Tell us a story.
Okay. I won't get into companies and stuff that I was working for, but back in 1983, I was in Marina Del Rey for 10 months, and I was a government contractor and with the Department of Defense. So I I was over at General Dynamics, which was across the street from where Walter Mitty's was. And because I spent some time there, I made some friends, and there was a secretary there, and her boyfriend was a biker and had spent a lot of time at Walter Mitty's, and they'd had their, they broke up. He left and left all his stuff, and I was a huge Van Halen fan, and I was going crazy because, I was in LA in 1983, and she said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "What is it?" And she had the 1978 World Tour program and a few other things, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I took it home, didn't really look at it, and sometime maybe a couple of years later, I opened up the book, the 78 book, and inside was that contract. With no plastic or anything, just a piece of paper there, and I'm looking at it saying, it's probably a fake, I don't know what it is. And I didn't touch it for another 25 years. It sat in that tour book. And then I pulled it out and spoke to you about it, and I did not think it was real, but it is real. Like, you can see the blue ink in the back from where Alex was pressing down on things.
Yeah.
And you and I both went over who we think may have written the terms of the contract, the handwriting that's on there, because there's a word that is misspelled.
Right.
They spelled night, N-I-T-E. So we're thinking maybe Edward wrote that. And, it was just luck. Pure luck.
Yeah. Well, it is Alex's handwriting on the bottom, and he wrote his addresses and number as his handwriting also. Now the other stuff at the top, it looks like that the other guy at the bottom who signed it, the guy who ran, Larry Ward,
Yes.
who ran the place, that looks like his handwriting up at the top and all that stuff.
The girl, she had the history. I wish I knew her, but I don't remember her name. And what's going on, in fact. And I had read it later on that there was a murder there one of the nights that Van Halen was playing. It was a biker bar. They got in a big fight and somebody got stabbed. I've been asking around today which day that was, just for history, but I can't seem to find any information on that. But there was a murder. I found out later on. If you look online, on the Walter Mitty's, somebody wrote an article, and there was a murder, but they didn't say which night it was. And that is why Van Halen started moving the amplifiers up a little bit, so that when a fight broke out, they could hide
Yeah. Huh.
Not something I'd want to keep doing.
Yeah. So you spoke to me about this it in the past year, I guess about a year ago, and you took that to whom?
Oh, Spencer, JAS.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I had, when you were doing the Show Me Your Pick with Steve Rosin, I put in the chat, I had a question, and this was before Eddie died. And I put the question in about the contract, if anybody knew anything about contracts. And then you got in touch with me, and I pulled it out and we talked about it then.
Yeah.
And that was like 2 weeks before Eddie died.
Right. Okay.
It was weird timing. I'm like, oh, I'm so glad I called him before Eddie died because people would think I'm, being a jerk, and I'm not.
Yeah. Right. That is, I've seen contracts, old Van Halen contracts of various types in the years, but I've never seen a club contract like that early, and it's signed by Alex, and he wrote his address and the phone number down. Wow.
And it was funny because until I took it out and was talking to you, I never really looked at it because I thought it was a copy.
Yeah.
When you turn it upside down, you can see the blue ink coming through where people were writing.
So,
and of course, it's all yellowed on the edges too.
Yeah.
Wow.
So JSA deemed it was live ink, and they've since mailed you a COA on it, and you have an amazing piece of Van Halen history there.
Yep.
Incredible.
Thank you.
Absolutely
and if it wasn't
incredible.
for your show, I wouldn't have known. I just wouldn't have known.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like that's something that Greg Renoff would probably put in his book.
That's never happened to me before, so I'm quite excited about it.
Yeah. Kurt's mentioning that that's an item that Greg Renoff may have used in his book.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Should I send him a photo?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, he would do something with it.
In the Van Halen
He's on
Memorial memorabilia group
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Yeah. I saw it there.
And I had asked if anybody had photos from that time. Yeah, that would be cool to see, or a flyer or something. And I got nothing.
Yeah, shoot Greg a copy of that. He'll love that.
Okay.
Yeah, he would.
Cool.
Yeah.
At some point I'll frame it. Right now it's in a safe.
Let me ask you people in the chat, you can hear Linny okay? If you can type me a 1 in there. Got it, thanks. All right, cool. Yeah. So Linny, you told me a couple of tales in the past year about you and Mary having VIPs and meeting Eddie.
Yeah.
You want to share a little something here with us?
Sure. Yeah. Well, Mary was the oldest person in your where the hell were we? Somewhere in Boston. We were in Worcester. So
Worcester.
I can't remember how many people that hold, but anyway, we were at the Worcester Centrum, and she was the oldest person there, but we did do the VIPs, and they let us hang back. One of the girls, she had given me pics and stuff. She was giving my mother pics, and so she had us hang back after. They would do that tour, but nobody ever electronic stuff. It was really weird. So she was making comments on all this stuff, and they were looking at her like, who's this old lady, you know, saying all this stuff. And she did meet Wolfgang for a hot second.
What year is this, Linny?
It was May of 2004.
Okay, the 04 tour. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, before it went a little silly. So it was like in the beginning, yeah. And so we hung back, and I saw Matt Brooke standing outside, and Eddie was warming up inside with a Line 6 amp. And
No way.
nobody else was around. Like, you didn't see Sammy or, you didn't see Sammy, you didn't see Mike, you didn't see Wolfgang. But this woman comes up, and she's got what I sent you. It was a press photo. And she said, well, Eddie's right here. And she looked at Matt, and he just didn't say anything. Like, he seemed pretty protected, because I also saw him at Hartford a couple of weeks later. And they opened the door, and Eddie was standing there, and my mother started to sing I Love You Truly to him. Now, my mom's a trained opera singer, so there you go. It wasn't bad. And so Ed gave her a kiss, and this woman had this paper, and he signed it. And then she said, hold on, and she went over and she got Sammy. And I'm getting a little shaky here. I get nervous. And Sammy and Mike, who signed everything. Yeah, I've got the passes and stuff. They were signing stuff while they were on stage. They were great. Alex, she got Alex to sign it. And then she said, hold on a minute. And Wolfgang was in, they had a room and it said Wolfgang's study room. So I kind of giggled when I saw it because it seemed odd.
Now, Wolfgang is in like middle school. Wolfgang is 12 years old at this time, right?
He was 14.
Okay.
And she comes out and it says, thanks, Mary. So they all signed it. And Ed was so nice. He gave her a kiss on the cheek. It went by in like 5 seconds. It felt like it was probably like 3 minutes. But I didn't say anything because if I did, I would have started crying. You know how that goes. But I held it together. I guess being over 40, it was good. You know, I wasn't 12 anymore, so that fangirl was still there, but I was able to rein her in. But Mary couldn't, so I'm glad she didn't. But yeah, so she come out. The woman came out, and we believe that Wolfgang's the one that wrote "Thanks, Mary." He didn't sign his name; he just put "Thanks, Mary," and that's it. And we went by, and she did see him. He was sitting on when we were coming in. We could see we were coming out from. Oh, I'm having problems with words. I'm so nervous. Okay, we were coming from where all the band rooms are and everything, coming to the backstage area, and that's where we saw Ed's drill was sitting on top of the cooler, and it had tape all around it, and it said, "If you touch this, you will die." And then we had to go see Ed. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, Mom,
don't touch the drill."
Yeah, I'm like, Mom, don't touch the drill. You're touching everything. You're talking about all the electronic stuff. And, well, I am a realtor, you know, and I'm like, okay, fine. So Wolfgang is sitting, watching us all walking by, and my mom says, "Hi, Wolfgang," and she, like an old lady, you know. That was so kind of you to sign that. And I'm like, "Ma, he didn't sign it. He just put thanks, Mary. Don't tell him he signed it. He's going to look at you like you're nuts." But he's looking at her, and she's looking at him. She's like, "That boy is going to do great things." And I'm like, okay. You know, my mother's like that. And so am I. Like, I can, you can kind of feel the vibe on people. And she was just like, yeah, he'll be fine. So it was cool because he got to see him play with his father because he didn't do it in Hartford. And we were fifth row back. And I have photos. I was able to take photos, not as good as Tony's. But I've got some photos.
I want to see those.
Yeah, the only thing is, okay, you guys, this is going to be bad. I had the disposable cameras. It's 2004. There was no, we didn't own a cell phone yet. And I had them hidden in a certain area.
Yeah.
That no one could even. I'm a large woman, not tall, so I was able to hide these two cameras. So it was kind of stinky because you didn't want to. I didn't want to pull them out when my mother was singing Ed because I wanted to, but you just don't start reaching into undergarments and pulling things out and start taking pictures of people. I mean, I'm pretty good that way, even though I'll think like, oh, I want to do this so bad, but I can't. So we got pictures at the concert, but we didn't get, because I'm one of those that if I see an autograph going on, I want to see a picture of it being signed. And, but that was fine, I don't care. That's for Mary, and she's got it framed in front of my father's ashes.
Yeah.
like, screw you, Dad. Van Halen here. That's who she wants. But it was really, really good. Wolfgang was really, really, really nice. Ed was nice. There wasn't really any sign of him going off the rails until before his solo, before Wolfgang came out. He grabbed a bottle of wine, and my mother's going, look at the wine dripping down his chest. What's wrong with him? I'm like, just be quiet.
Now,
it's okay.
This show, Linny, is one of the shows where Wolf came up on stage too.
Yeah, that was the one in Worcester Centrum. He did.
Nice.
And but he did not in Hartford, which was a couple of weeks later, I think.
Yeah.
I have pictures of that too, because I was second row there, and I was able to get. Now I quit smoking in '95, and you couldn't not take a hit off Edward Van Halen's cigarette when it's being presented to you.
Yeah.
Just can't. And even as asthmatic as I was, he sat down in front of us and he handed his cigarette to the guy in front of him, and then that guy gave it to me. It was like we were passing around a joint. And the guy that originally that Edward had given the cigarette to was like demanding to have it back. And I get it.
Yeah.
He was just, I want it. I'm like, no, can I keep it? And he's like, no, I want it. I'm like, okay, here. But he was good. And Ed was fine. We were lucky. We got to see Ed doing really well. I mean, he was drinking wine and stuff, but he wasn't off the rails like he was later on.
Yeah.
What type of cigarettes was he smoking? Was he smoking the spirits back then?
Which at this point is a bit shocking, because she remembers I was able to do that whole place. I could do the stairs and everything, and I didn't have a problem. I'm like, yeah, I know. It was great. And she does remember Rob.
Rob, he was there too at VIP.
Yeah. Okay. Now.
My brother Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob and one of his friends, and I think he's in the back of him is in some of the pictures that I have.
Oh, he's in the pic. He's in. Okay, I want to see these pictures.
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
that's blackmail.
I'm not sure if it was him. I think it is because I remember him because something happened, and they don't believe, knowing Rob now, I don't believe there was anything that was done on purpose, but my mother remembered him because we went to the EVH Con in 2019.
Yeah.
Our first time going to anything like that. My first time going to anything like that. She was just, curious. And she saw him and she said, "That's the kid." And I said, "What do you mean?" She goes, "He's the one that pushed me out of the way when when Ed told us to come down to the front of the stage."
Oh no!
And I said, "Oh, you're right." Because Rob hasn't changed in his looks. I mean, his look, his good clean living, I guess. I don't know. He still looks the same. The muscles. I remember seeing him and I was like, look at the muscles on those guys. Oh, look. And then you could see the fanboy thing going on where they were like, because we were up on the side, like not on the floor. Oh God. That picture's everywhere. Mind you, I was sick for 2 years, so I decided to quit cutting my hair. So I just throw it in a ponytail. I don't care what I look like anymore. So, but anyway, yeah, him and his friend were there, and they were like crazy. like good crazy. Like they were, we're gonna get there. We want to get up front, and knowing how Rob is now, I can see why he was like he was. And you don't, when you're in your 20s, you don't see 70-year-old women.
Oh
You
yeah.
just don't see them. And when Eddie Van Halen is standing on the stage and you're 50 to 60 feet away from him watching the sound check and he's saying, "Hey everybody, come on over here." Well, it was like a mad trampling just going on, and they're like, "Son of a bitch." She's fine now. But she remembered him. because we're watching her memory just go really quick, and it's like she remembered him. I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny, and nothing bad on Rob at all. I mean, you're a kid, you're going crazy for Eddie Van Halen. I get it. I probably would have knocked some old lady over too.
Does
I'm
Rob
gonna give him a hard
know?
time tomorrow. I'm gonna give Rob
Does
a hard
Rob
time tomorrow.
know you were there, Linny?
I don't think so.
No.
No, I spoke to him briefly at the EVH con, but I was a nervous wreck because, given my age and my mother's age, there was so much testosterone in that little tiny music shop. I was a
Oh my
nervous
God.
wreck because her and I were the only women there.
Yeah.
Janice Lala was supposed to be there. I guess she was, but she didn't hang around, so she left.
Yeah.
And we were like, and I was just like, I thought, I'm around all these Van Halen guitars. I've never been. I'm a homebody, and to get in there, the reason I went, Dave Nestor was there, so I was.
Yeah,
I
Dave
had to
and
meet
Craig and Rob. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Jimmy
so
Carr.
I was there, to see all the people that I've been seeing on the YouTube for 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, at that point, it was a year and a half. Oh no, actually, it wasn't even a year because it was 2019. Yeah, because I didn't start watching until I cut my finger off. That was in April.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I started watching probably in May.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It was quite but having the contract is unreal. Like, I can't believe it just sat there forever. And I really did think it was fake. Like, it was just a copy.
Well, I'm glad that you mentioned that to me. Absolutely. And it's the original too. That's what's so cool about it. I mean, I've got a copy of this, that, and the other, but yours to be there across the street from Walter Mitty's and given that stuff and not even know it's in there and it's the original. Holy moly.
Yeah, because I guess this guy worked there, and I can't imagine what else she must have had that I didn't take. That didn't have anything to do with Van Halen. I could probably have a lot of gig contracts right now, but that's fine.
Hang on to
He
it.
doesn't come after me. I hope he doesn't find me.
Well, you've got a wonderful piece of history there. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm very, very lucky to have that. And at some point, I don't know if I would put it up for auction. What do you think?
Nah, keep it.
Nah.
Just keep it. I've got a piece or two of memorabilia here that there's no amount of money.
Oh, Mary told me to send it to Wolfgang.
Huh.
Yeah.
She's like, you should send that to Wolfgang. That's his uncle's. I said, I don't think Alex really cares. Well, what if he wants to make a museum? Like, well, if he decides to do that, then I'll send it to him. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, she's funny.
Yeah.
So Tony, can you tell Mary,
Lenny.
give her my best, tell Lenny, Lou, and Mary, give them my best for me.
Kurt
I've
gives
talked to
you and Mary his
my best.
very best.
Thank you.
I know you can't hear him.
You're right.
Yeah.
She's I've got to know her over the last 6 months, and she's awesome, and it's cool to hear her physical voice for the first time.
Yeah, it's cool. He's gotten to know you in the past year, and it's nice to hear you. Yeah. He's liking this. The chat's loving this. I'm loving this.
So much.
Yeah, Lenny.
I never know how I come across because I get told all the time that my accent, and some people can't understand how I speak. That I'm looking at the guilty party and I won't whistle into the phone.
Yeah.
Go Mary.
Yeah.
She won't sing. I asked her if she'd sing the I Love You Truly. She won't do it.
Nice. Yeah, Lenny, I think I first met you in Johnny's chat about a year ago, maybe a couple years ago or something. Yeah.
I started watching. While I was sitting around, I couldn't drive for 12 weeks, so I was sitting around depressed, looking for shows about Eddie Van Halen, and there was Johnny Beane, and I started watching, and I'm like, what's this chat stuff? Because I don't do social media or anything, and now I do. But then I hopped into this. The first thing I ever said was F words in the chat, so that it wasn't, it was spelled differently. That was my first comment, and that was in May, I think. And then I just started getting in and started talking to people here and there, because you don't know who you're talking to, and nobody knows really who I am. So it was just a slow burn, and now it's on fire.
Yeah.
Now it's on fire. So, and it's cool. I'm glad I met a lot of nice people. And, I have a courtesy about me. I see it 10 times because he's the one doing it. I'm not building guitars right now. I built one long time ago, and it's not exact, Caleb, if you're listening. But yeah, I've got a few guitars I need to work on at some point, but we'll get there.
That's right. There you go. Awesome, Lenny. Well, look, it was great to talk to you. We've certainly enjoyed this. The chat has. I'm going to show this contract again. This is something as early as this club contract is. Yeah. Amazing. Just amazing.
I wish I could have done the video thing, but nothing works around here, so that's not going to happen for a while. Maybe someday.
Yeah. All right, Linny. Well, have a good night, doll.
You too.
We appreciate your support around here. I know Johnny does as well. I know Kurt and Andrew, Brad do on their show as well. You're a huge Van Halen fan, as all of us are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And a lot I've learned from you guys. You know, I didn't just make this stuff up. I've been learning as I go along from other people.
All right, Linny. I'm going to hang this up. My arm is hurting. I can hardly hold this phone anymore. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Yes, ma'am. Everybody, Linny Lou. And Mary. Linny, I'll talk to you soon, doll.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.
All right. That was fun.
Wow. I'm gonna first thing first. I'm gonna give Rob a hard time for harassing
knocking over Mary. And there it is again. Walter Mitty's for $500 for 4 nights. That's not a lot of money. I know it was a long time ago.
Yeah, that was 1 year before I was born. Or 6, 7 months, 8 months probably.
Alex Van Halen, 1881, Las Lunas.
We don't know what city Los Lunas, but we can guess Pasadena.
Pasadena. Yep.
That's funny.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I would frame that if I was her. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Heck, I would frame that copy that you have, or at least keep it in plastic.
Yeah. I've got it in a very cool, dry place.
There you go.
Along with other stuff. Yeah. Trying to get it back in this sleeve. There it is.
It's crazy, Tony, to think that was 4 decades ago. You know?
I know. I was
Where's
10
time
years
go?
old in 1976. Yeah.
I was still a twinkle in my dad's eye in 1976. February, I probably hadn't even sprouted for air yet.
Yeah. She talked about Wolfgang having his own room.
Did you see Cobra Kai Platoon says $500 back in '76? Equivalent now is $2,300.
Yeah.
That's what Google will do.
Now, Wolfgang had his own room after he joined the band also.
Yeah, he had he had a tutor, right?
Yeah. And that was written in that rider. And I've got a copy of that. Let me see which one it is. I think it's this one here.
Tony, I didn't know he hung around during the 04 tour.
Yeah. Well, I've seen a clip of him on stage. Linny, if you're listening to this, send me a shot on my phone
Blue sign, she says.
of that night. I want to see a shot of that night, please, and I'll show it. But Kurt, if you look at this that I've got up,
Yeah.
It's got that room.
Study room right there.
Yeah.
One 6-foot banquet table, 3 folding chairs, two office waste baskets, and it has to be quiet as possible. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And that's another one from that same tour. And this is when he joined the band. Apparently they had little stage coolers, and these are the items that were to be in those coolers. Roth had just Red Bull. Wolf had all kind of stuff in his and snacks.
Okay.
Water, root beer, Red Bull, Gatorade.
Fuji water, ICB root beer, Red Bull, Gatorade fruit punch red, which is my favorite flavor. A couple granola bars, Quaker Oats, with the 25% less sugar. One small bag of corn tortilla chips.
Yeah.
And Alex is pretty much the same. It looks like he's a Dr. Pepper fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Tony, this is cool. I haven't seen these newer ones.
Here's another one. I think it's got Ed's. Where is it at?
I know Ed was drinking Red Bull back then. I remember seeing that on stage.
Maybe this is it. Yeah. Yeah.
Hot soup. Milk, chocolate milk, orange juice, ocean spray cranberry. Okay, David Lee Roth Edwards. He's got 18 bottles of room temperature water. Gatorade, red only. So just like his son, he loves the red Gatorade. He doesn't know it's fruit punch. He calls it red. And then Red Bull. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The rest of it must be on the top of that other page.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Tropicana, orange juice, ocean spray cranberry, and let's see, David Lee Roth, sugar-free Red Bull, and then 4 regular Red Bull. Bottled water, not Avion, so he doesn't like Avion. 20 room temperature and 4 of those on ice. How do you come up with, I need 20 room temperature waters and then 4 of them I want on ice?
Ed's got the same on his down there.
Yeah. And then David Lee Roth, he's like my wife. He likes fat-free cottage cheese. Leave it in sealed container, so he doesn't want any. He wants to make sure it's clean. 6-pack of Mott's individual applesauce. So I wonder if that's for his voice. 2 bananas, 2 red apples. Red apples? 2 sleeves of Solo cups and a bucket of clean ice. That's awesome.
No Marlboros and no Jack Daniels.
Nope. The old riders in the 80s were Marlboros, KY Jelly, Jack Daniels, Schlitz, wooden matches.
Let me bring this up here. Okay, Kurt.
Yeah, this is the one I've seen.
You can see that. All right, so
Yeah.
that's the hospitality room.
Yeah. Gotta have it in that order.
All right.
If you can zoom in just a smidge.
Let me see.
You might not be able to if it's on a website.
It is.
Yeah,
It
go
is.
ahead. I got vision. 2 full-length mirrors, 24 by 3 tablecloth, 1 private bathroom. Must be the same temperature as the stage. I thought that was a variac.
Degrees.
I thought that was the national symbol for variac, but it's actually a thermometer.
Yeah.
Can't be any. You can be less or minus or plus 5 degrees. Okay, here we go. 1 case of Pepsi, 5 cases of a half rack of Tab, a case of Dr. Pepper, must be for Alex, 2 cases of 7-Up, 1 gallon of orange juice, quart of apple juice, quart of cranberry juice, 8 quarts of water, 12 bottles of Perrier. That must have been like the bomb.com back then. Perrier water. 1 case of, what is that? Not sure what that is. 1 case of Pepsi, 4 cases of malt liquor. Is that Schlitz?
Schlitz malt liquor. Yeah.
Yeah. And Tony, I was on a show with Andrew and Brad, and they had no idea what Schlitz malt liquor was.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of explain to them what it was, and then I actually sent them, and I'll pull it up here. I sent them a picture of a Schlitz malt liquor can, and back in the 80s, that was like the high octane beer.
Yeah.
And that was before I was 21, so you would know more than I would, but that was like the pull tabs, right?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
Yeah, it's like it was the lower class beer, I guess you could call it, right?
It was heavy.
Yeah, like lit
nasty,
thick.
Nasty capital N.
Yeah. Let's see, where was that picture?
A couple of gallons spring water.
Yep. 3
bottles of Jack Daniels.
Who drank the Southern Comfort? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
I think I've seen Eddie with Southern Comfort. Maybe was that on the either the control board or piano? One of the pictures I've seen. 2 fists of vodka, right?
Yeah.
And then what's the
2
blue
bottles of wine.
Wine.
Blue non-white wine.
Okay. And then what's this last one?
Rose's lime juice.
Yeah, grenadine.
Yeah.
And then the deli trays, we know the Van Halen brothers, they love fish.
Yeah.
You've seen that picture floating around the internet with Eddie and David Lee Roth in front of McDonald's.
Yeah.
And they're both eating hamburgers.
Yeah.
Eddie's actually he's eating a fillet of fish. He's not eating a hamburger in that photo.
Yeah. Okay.
Someone chimed in that used to work there back in the 80s, and he's like, the container that Eddie's holding in his hand is a fillet of fish container, not a Big Mac or a burger container. So they love fish. Those, from they're Dutch,
Reese's Cups, yogurt, nuts, chips, pretzels, and M&Ms. Warning.
There it is in bold.
No brown M&Ms.
No.
And the rest
100
of
solo
this
cups.
cups,
There's
towels,
a KY.
corkscrew, KY jelly, Marlboros.
So Tony, what was your flavor when you smoked? Because I was a smoker too back in the day.
Marlboro Light.
Oh, it was? I was a Camel Light guy.
I was Marlboro Light.
How long has it been? How long has it been for you?
Well, the thing is I chewed tobacco for my whole life.
Oh, you did?
I mean, I grew up on the ball field, and we chewed Red Man from age 11 on. And when I got older, from 20 to, I don't know, 25 or so, I smoked. Not a lot of years, but yeah. I mean, I always chewed and dipped, but I've quit that and I've gone to vaping. So I know it's not the best answer in the world, but yeah.
I think it's better. I think it's better. Obviously, nothing's the best, but I think it's better. But yeah, I was a Camel Light guy, and I know Eddie went back and forth. He was Marlboros, and then there was a while where he was Camel, and then I've seen pictures of him with Winston's, and then later on he was smoking those spirits in the yellow box, probably late century 2000 time.
Yeah.
But
Lenny Lou, I'd love to see the pictures of Wolfgang.
Lenny Lou says the only way I could quit Skull Wintergreen. Oh, Skull Mint was my crutch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Tea bags, she says. Oh, that's funny. She's working on it, she says. It's probably not. It's probably on a couple of phones back, right?
Yeah.
Robot Master Switch, how you doing, buddy?
I've seen shots of Wolf on stage at a very young age, on that 04 tour. But that's really cool that was at a show that she was at, and she's got shots of it. I want to see them.
Yeah, I didn't know he followed him around at all in 04. Because I was in Seattle at that show, and he probably was at that show because it's close to California, and I didn't know it.
Yeah. Let me show you a contract or two, Kurt, since we're looking at these contracts. Yeah, here we go. So this right here, dude, and it's a couple of pages, and the date on it is June of '84. Okay. So this is to Michael Anthony, and it's basically them cutting him out of royalties. I think just the publishing royalties from that day forward.
What year, Tony?
84. So I don't know.
Yeah,
there was a lot of shady stuff involving the band around Mike.
Yeah, Noel Monk talks about that in his book.
Yeah. And
wow, where did you got your hands on this?
And it's signed by Roth and Mike.
Wow.
In June of '84.
Okay. Now think about this, Tony. Let's think about this. They were, partway through their tour in '84.
Yeah.
They went on tour in the beginning of '84, like what, April?
That June, it says June 6th, June 20th. That is when they just completed the U.S.
First
leg and were about to go overseas.
Yeah, and you think about it, like lawyer-wise, like let's get this done before you guys go overseas. I'm looking it up here in the encyclopedia. June what?
20th.
So they were in Kansas City, Missouri that night.
Oh, yeah? And how many more dates left on that leg?
21st was at Kansas again, and then Omaha. They didn't go out of the country till the, what is it, 8/18 or 8/18. So August 18th.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. That's what's awesome about this book.
Yeah.
This thing, I grab this thing like 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah.
And just look at things.
Me too. Now, this one here, Kurt, goes back. This is when they hired Noel and got rid of Burl. Marshall Burl. Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, do we know the date on that?
It doesn't. Let me look at the signing page.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I put a calendar together for the 5150 show. Their last show was on December 3rd in San Diego on that first tour.
Yeah.
And then they went on vacation to Belize on the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And then they started recording the new album on the 11th. But did they get rid of Marshall before the tour was over, or did they get rid of Marshall after the tour?
It's in there. I think after. Now
So, I mean,
Noel worked already. He served as the road manager.
Yeah.
Right. So
And the band, he told the band to go out and shop around and look at a couple other managers before they just settled on him. And I think there was a week that went by where they interviewed the manager for Kiss and a few other guys.
Well, he was already involved in the day to day, so
right.
They liked him, and him and Roth got real close, you know.
I think Noel ran a tight ship.
He did. He did.
And he you know, the band had that Motown deal that you talked about earlier. He supplemented some of that shortcoming on that deal by making more money with merchandise and some of the other stuff that they did. He helped him out big time, and he was the fifth member in the split for those 6 years or 5 years. So
they did their own merch, right?
Yeah, and it behooved him that the band made money, and I think him, the fifth member, he made them some money. I mean, the US festival was all Noel, you know.
They would always say that they'd where's Noel? You know, it's late in the afternoon. Where's Noel?
Where's Caesar?
Noel's outside on the street trying to shoo off the bootleg shirt guys. You know.
He'd be jumping fences and chasing people down the parking lots and
Now here's
that's cool, man.
That last page of that, and it's signed by him, of course, and the lawyer and everybody else.
Tony, do we know where Marshall Burrow is now after his stint with Van Halen? What he's done?
I don't.
Huh.
Yeah.
That would be the worst, you know? Be like being the manager of a baseball team and getting fired the year before they win the World Series, you know? Right?
I know, right?
That's
so I'm getting my phone is ringing
off the hook.
Off the hook. I think the pictures are coming in.
He's cool. He's awesome.
Oh, here they are. Oh, crap.
Awesome.
All right, so here's one.
Yeah, so if anyone doesn't believe Linny Lou, this is proof right here that she is legit.
Wow. Wow. I am not believing this. Check this out.
All right, what do we got? Is that Wolfgang?
Yeah.
Man, look at Edward. Look at that.
There's more.
That's cool.
Wow.
Oh, he's a kid. What's he playing? The 5150?
Let me see. Gosh, I can't tell. Damn.
Yeah.
It doesn't look. I don't know. Tell me if you can tell.
It's a stripe series. I mean, no, the 5150 didn't have a stripe coming in the middle of the guitar like that. So I don't. It's probably just some stripe. It could have been a Charvel stripe series.
Let's see here.
Oh wow!
Mighty close.
So he played in the show. It looks like, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen not that photo, but I've seen some from that night. He's got the samurai hairdo.
Yeah.
Eddie's got to be ecstatic there.
Here's a good one. It looks like he's playing a striped Wolfgang there.
So Tony, that's a PV Wolfgang. Look at the headstock. It's got the scoop on the top.
Yeah.
PV. Which, Ed was full EVH then. So look at that. Cargo pants. That's cool.
And Mary said that kid's going to do great things.
Oh.
And there's Mary right there.
Oh, that's cool. God damn it, Rob. I'm gonna text him right now.
She's saying that this is Rob in the red cap.
I'm fine. I'm gonna text him right now. My phone.
I guess she's talking about
that with his glasses on the back of his head.
No, right there in the red cap.
Oh, Tony, screenshot that and send it to me. I'm gonna text Rob.
All right.
That's funny. I'll be back.
Linny, these are awesome. All right. Just sent Kurt that. Yeah. So, wow. Those are great shots, Linny, of a very young Wolfgang. He didn't come up on stage often on that tour, so yeah. And you got the pictures too. Wow. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Um, yeah, they were amazing. My Lord. Um, yeah. So, and Rob is in there too. Wow.
Rob's a rascal.
You get that, Kurt?
I don't know where my phone is. I'll find it. It's somewhere. If you sent it to me, I got it. I'm gonna text Rob and give him a hard time.
Yeah, they so I guess these old show writers were in place because you know they took out a bunch of stuff, a bunch of heavy equipment, a lot of stuff, and if they arrive and they see that not everything is
Up to par.
laid out like written in that rider, then they have to go in, do a complete line check, because if there's brown M&Ms in the bowl, then what's wrong with the roofing stuff? What's wrong with the, you got it?
Yeah. What's
Cool.
the safety precaution?
Right.
You know, as far as like weight and support and all that stuff.
Yeah. Right. They went in a place in '82, and somewhere, I want to say New Mexico, and in this arena they had just gotten a new basketball floor, and it was not the hardwood but the soft cushiony stuff, and their weight of their stuff made everything sink down about
Oh,
8 inches. Yeah. So, and it was on a night where Roth walked in the catering room and looked at the M&M bowl. So he lightly trashed the place, lightly. Just
which
we gotta,
to
not
you and I
guys
is
that,
probably
right,
that's probably ridiculous to you and I.
but to the new gym, it did $80,000 worth of damage. So he trashed the place mildly, not a whole lot, but just, that's extra work that the crew's got to do, you know, mid-afternoon on, between then and showtime. And
Right.
so he next day in the paper, local paper, Van Halen comes to town, trashes dressing room, does $80,000 worth of damage, and that's
Give me a
how it
break.
was. Right.
Jeez.
But
It was
yeah,
their fault. Their fault.
yeah, but they, you put those things in there. Hey, Chris,
Right.
you put those things in there, so it's actually red.
Right.
Um,
I haven't even paid attention to the chat much.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of Wolfgang's new song that he released on? What was it? Thursday? Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah. I heard it. It's a good song.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So that makes, of the stuff we've heard, that makes what? 5 songs now?
5?
4 or 5?
My favorite is the more popular song, the one that Eddie liked. Pulling it up here. I can't remember the name. Let me see here. That's not it. Think It's Over, maybe? Is that the popular one?
I think it is. I think that's right.
Yeah, that's the one. I Think It's Over. That's the one I like.
Yeah.
But that whole album will be coming out here probably within the next month, I bet.
June the 8th.
June. Oh, is it June 8th? Is that the date?
Yeah, I think that's the date.
Did you get a vinyl?
No, I hadn't ordered it yet.
Yeah.
I
got a couple vinyls. I've ordered a couple, and I don't even have a record player yet.
I'm curious because the opening track on the album is a
Mr.
song
Ed?
called Mr. Ed. I'm curious as how that's if the whole thing's just going to be like pow, to start.
Right. Well, according to Johnny Beane, is that there's some tapping in it, and I don't know if it's a instrumental intro or if it's a regular tune where he, tributes his dad at the beginning. But yeah, I'm interested to see how that thing turns out for sure.
Yeah.
But he's doing, I don't know how many signed copies of vinyl. The first couple thousand he's doing signed, and I think Johnny's got one coming, but that'd probably be pretty cool to get the red vinyl.
Yeah. What I want to get my hands on, and I don't know if you saw the post earlier in the week, but let me show you a shot of it. And he put this on his Instagram. And me, a collector, I want one of these suckers.
Oh, well, Tony, come on, man. I'm surprised you don't have them already. Have you messaged him?
He's just got them, so he's got to get out and play there at his place. So till he gets out and gets his gear out in the world, no one's going to have one.
Right. Well, not to put you on the spot, and I know you got the pick cam, but how many Wolfie picks do you have?
Oh, of his, I've got them from every tour, 07, 12, the last tour.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a few.
The stripe pattern on those things I think it's cool.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's a little bit, it's different than his dad's.
Yeah. There were some, cool. Yeah. Each tour, the 07, 08, and then the 12, and then that last one, there were no stripes, although he did use some from the previous tour you saw, but the last one had like the foil logo on it. Yeah.
No, that would be cool to get that with the M on it, the Mammoth logo for sure.
Yeah, those right
know
there.
Yeah, and I don't know.
I'll take either one, white or black.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It must be black and then white, and I guess it is. And M on one side and Mammoth on the other. And you see how they're textured just like his dad's?
Yeah.
USA. I wonder who makes those. If it's Dunlop or
let me see. Dunlop, I would say it says USA. I can't see.
Yeah, and it's 60.60 is the
Dunlop. If you look at that white one that's got the M, it's got turtle logo right.
Oh, yeah,
underneath
you're right.
See that? Yeah. So it is Dunlop. But his post was just that, and he said, "Look what I got."
That's cool.
So
simple.
He got the new picks. I'll have one soon enough. Soon
you will,
enough.
my man. You will.
Yeah. It won't be too long. Yeah. How's the bee build coming, Kurt?
Slow but surely. I sold some stuff on eBay and got rid of some old parts I had. But as you know, everything's like a long wait. So it'll probably be end of May or June before anything starts coming in.
Yeah.
So give me a month, and once the stuff gets here, I'll be able to start putting together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have one?
A bee? No.
Yeah.
No.
I know he wrestled with that guitar, and it probably wasn't one of his favorites, but man, it's like a cult classic as far as the look of it. And
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's the as far as aesthetics, it's a cool looking guitar.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. We got another guy coming in.
I brought my own applause.
Did you get a new battery?
No.
Oh my gosh.
He made it.
Thank you. Yeah. I just had dinner. And stuff. So, what'd I miss?
What'd you have for dinner, Johnny?
It was like a hamburger, just hamburger patty with barbecue sauce, and then green beans and carrots, and then I think that was it.
Nice. We had asparagus tonight. You had asparagus a couple nights ago, and I thought it looked pretty good, so we had that tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good stuff. Oh, and I had sweet potato fries, homemade.
There you go.
Chopped up, homemade.
Nice.
It's the best.
Nice shirt there, Johnny.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Wolfgang.
I've been watching you guys the past hour, actually. But
you have?
I was having dinner. Yeah. I heard some of Linny Lou.
Yeah.
Heard some of that, and those are great stories, especially about Rob Johnson.
Yeah, Rob's in one of the pictures too.
I'm gonna text Rob at 6 tomorrow morning and just wrath him for abusing elderly women and not being courteous of those behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Knocking Mary over.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. That was what, 2004?
Four,
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that guitar that Wolfgang was playing, that was the That was the guitar that was Eddie's main guitar in Japan in '99.
Oh,
If you guys
Was
saw
it a
the
P-
very end, yeah.
Yeah,
Eddie
that's
was
what I
still a
thought.
Peavey in 2004. Although on the amps he had the EVH logos,
Mm-hmm.
but he wasn't with. There was no EVH yet, as far as the
Yeah,
Fender.
right.
yeah. He was with Charvel for a little, or did some stuff with Charvel before he really committed to EVH, right?
Yeah. There was the Charvel stuff, but there was no Wolf the EVH Wolfgangs. They hadn't made those yet.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Will.
Hey, dude.
What's up, Will?
Yeah.
Have a good night, Sandra.
Good night, Sandra.
Sandra's out here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, Lenny Lou says, no, we love Rob. He was a mere child. Don't fault him for being a fanboy. So in 2004, he was not a child. He was a full-grown adult. And he probably was in law enforcement, and we are going to crucify him for his actions.
Dude, I've known about this for at least a year, but I've never said anything.
Oh, man.
But so she said it, so it's out. So, but
Yeah.
yeah.
No, he'll own it. He will. He will own it. Rob's he's a humble man. He will own it.
He probably won't remember.
No, he was probably 15 vodka and Mountain Dews into the night.
Mm-hmm. That's what I would think. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if I'm VIP at Van Halen and I accidentally, accidentally, I'm sure it was. I mean,
he saw two nights of that show. I mean, I know he's not on here, but he could have at least let a couple people behind him get the view. Right,
Yeah.
right, Johnny. He went to both of those shows. Both nights.
No. Have you seen his room? No. He's right in front. He's right in front it doesn't matter for him.
No, and you saw his video of him jumping over the chair in the lawn. That was probably him in the stadium, and same concept.
If he had only jumped over Mary like that.
Oh, man. He could do it. He could do it. That's funny.
Wow. Man, that was a long time ago. 2004, those shows. That was what? One. Wow, we're coming up on
almost
dang, no way. 16 years? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's insane.
Yeah. It's been a while. Wow. Yeah. 04, they began the whole tour right here in Greensboro. Not right here in Greensboro, but up the street in Greensboro. Mm-hmm. And rolled up and Jump was the first out of the gate. I was like, holy smokes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've seen that show. I don't know if it's, well, no, it wouldn't be. Well, there is a show where they start with
It's
Jump.
on YouTube, yeah.
And Eddie's playing the 5150.
Yeah. It's on YouTube. That show is, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw them. I saw
by
them
the time
in
they
San
got
Jose.
to Seattle. He was in bad shape.
I remember seeing them in San Jose for 2004, and then they played Oakland the next night, and I didn't go. I didn't go to Oakland, but I just did just the one show.
Yeah, I saw him in Seattle, which Johnny, I think it was like 4 or 5 days before they went down to San Jose and Oakland, and yeah, it was what I've read. Notorious is one of his not good shows. But
Yeah,
I mean, I still enjoyed it.
I remember it was pretty cool because I had a whatever cell phone I had at the time. It wasn't an iPhone.
Motorola Razr.
Actually, iPhones weren't even around yet. I don't think.
Motorola Razr.
I had no. It was it wasn't a smartphone at all. It was actually I probably still have it. It some sort of flip phone. And I filmed audio. I filmed audio of Eddie's guitar solo, but it was so distorted on my phone, only I could tell what it was. And I remember thinking how cool that was. That I had actually recorded Eddie Van Halen, like at a concert. Couldn't believe it. But and then of course the next shows that came up, I was more prepared. I had the actual video cameras and I never filmed entire shows, but I would film like his solo for definitely his entire solo. Like if you look on my channel, 2007, 8,
12,
12.
Yeah.
Well, no, not even 2000. I think 12 was the first one, maybe 2012, and then 15. Every show I went to, I filmed Eddie's entire solo, and then whatever songs, like particular tunes, like especially at Oakland 20. Was it 12? Yeah, it must have been 2012 at Oakland. All of a sudden, they kicked into John Biel. What was it? Hear About It Later. They kicked into that at Oakland, and something told me, I'm like, I got to film this. And then after I'd filmed it, or while I'm filming it, I'm realizing that's the first time they played that song in that venue since the 81 video that we all know.
Yeah,
so that's
you
why
hear the intro, and you're like,
I filmed it.
Wait a second.
That's why I filmed it. Yeah. And then Van Halen News Desk, they didn't post that one, but they posted another video I had shot from there on their.
And then someone's like, "Hey, are you Johnny Beane?" You're like, "Yeah, I see you on YouTube."
Yeah, that was in 2015. That happened twice at that same show. I get out of my car and I'm walking to Concord Pavilion, and this dude's like, "Hey, you're Johnny." So we walk together to the thing, and then later on, there's a kid standing, in the row in front of me. He turns around during the show, and he's like, "Hey, I know you from YouTube."
Yeah. I bet you, Johnny. Now I know you've met Ed. And I know you met Mike, but while you met Mike, it was lots of people around and all like that. But the day, if you get to meet Wolf, the day you meet Wolf, I bet you any amount of money, he's going to know who you are.
He should. He's going
to know. I know you.
Probably.
He's probably going to know. Yeah.
Well, he follows me on Twitter. His Mammoth WVH account, and I think that's him running that account. So, he probably does.
Yeah.
So Wolfgang, please talk to us, please.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah. Last night, John Biel dug you in a hole. But
last night was insane, man.
That was a great show, Johnny. That was a great.
Yeah,
he didn't know who Jeremy was.
I was talking to Jeremy a little bit on Instagram today, and what a guy, man. That was cool to have him on there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
He's been wanting to come on for a while.
Yeah.
And then he just happened. He was in the chat last night, and I saw
Johnny,
him.
I didn't realize how young he was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's a little older than I am, just a little.
Really?
Oh, bullshit. 29?
29. Uh-oh. Is this true? My internet may be going out.
Uh-oh.
All right, guys. More pictures.
But yeah, was you
Wait.
pulling those up, Tony? Jeremy, I was looking at some of his videos. Man, he's incredible. There's there's the samurai ponytail.
From Linny Lucelle. It is a multimedia
Linny
message.
Lucelle.
Uh-oh.
Another one. Let's see. Oh yeah. Nice.
Man, she had good photos. That's where he had the jump rope hardwire.
I'm getting glare here. These look awesome though. Oh, another one. Coming in the
It's a cherry burst Wolfgang, right? Looks like. Or honey burst, whatever you want to call it.
nice.
And Eddie with his shirt off. That was a common theme.
In those days in 04 and then again in 08, 07, he would come out in no shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm ready.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine like someone, a warrior going to battle, and they're like not wearing a shirt. Like it's like total intimidation.
That's what he did.
Yeah,
Mike
for sure.
Tyson, no robe.
Yeah, exactly.
You know.
Yeah, that was his MO, man. He was all about it.
From Linny Lucelle. It is a multimedia message.
So, Johnny, any casualties or anything with the earthquake last night, or was it a pretty small?
It was a 2 point something. So
I forgot to look it up.
It didn't do anything, but
you noticed it while you were live?
Oh, he jumped off. I think he jumped off during it.
I was walking in the room here and felt it, and then I tweeted out. Anytime there's an earthquake, I always tweet out, "Hey, anybody feel that?" And then people wrote me back from all around the area, San Jose and stuff. That they felt it.
Oh, that's funny.
Wow, Linny Lou, you were that close?
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
CK, I'm not even going to comment about Johnny Beane being 21. 29. He is 29. Believe it.
I've been 29 for 29 years.
There's a special serum that you can drink that'll keep you that age.
Oh, there's Mike too.
Mike Neese?
No, Mike.
Oh, Michael Anthony.
Yeah. Mikey. Mikey.
Mikey, the nicest guy in the world.
Yeah, he's cool.
Mikey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they would, it's Noel kind of mentions it in his book, various places, how they would mistreat him on the bus and in the catering room, and then that contract where they chunked him out of the,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I mean, Mike is a nice guy, great guy.
Royalties.
When Mike's asked about all that stuff, he's humble about it. Says,
Probably a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know.
I think Michael doesn't want to ruffle any feathers, and he would rather, take the high road than fight. And I think at the point when they presented him with that contract, he was probably gracious enough with what the opportunity he had. And I know it's easier said than done, but wasn't probably the best thing to do. But I think he probably didn't want to fight it, so he just accepted what was presented to him and was willing to move on and not go against the grain. That's my thought.
Linny, I don't know if you want me to show this one or not.
What do you think, Johnny?
Let me wait on her to
If she sent it to you.
answer here.
CK,
right.
my first Van Halen record was 5150 when it came out.
Do it.
But that was over 29 years ago. Uh-oh.
All right.
Public
I'll
knowledge.
lead into showing this by showing this comment. All right.
Yeah.
So I'll zoom in on each half of this, but tell me if you can read this. All right, so there's Ed on the right, then Wolf, then Alex, then Sam, then Mike.
CK, no one asked when Santa Claus was born, so don't ask when Johnny was born.
And then at the end is Lenny Lou's bra.
Okay.
Wow. And did Rob jump up and grab it?
On the mic stand.
No way.
Wow.
No way.
That's crazy.
34C. Really?
That's crazy, Lenny Lou.
She says she's not tech savvy, but I'm pretty impressed with her handwriting and arrows there. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Johnny, did you jump on early enough to hear Linny Lou and she called in about the contract that she sent Tony?
I saw Tony talking about it. It was something like it was in a box that she got or something.
Yeah, she has the original contract from 1976 club performance from Van Halen that Alex Van Halen signed for a $500 one night performance.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
Let me show
pretty cool.
Johnny that if I can find it.
I mean, that thing. I told she was asking should she sell it, and I said hell no, keep that thing. That's a piece of history. Anything pre their first album, like if that's like gold, I think.
All right, Johnny, I'm gonna show you this. Walter Mitty's, and that's when it was signed.
Rock and Roll Emporium.
And that's the amount.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the dates of when it is. April 7th, 8th, 9th. And it's signed by the club owner and Alex Van Halen, 1881 Los Lunas, and his phone number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool. Wow. Los Lunas. I know that street. I've been by there many times. Like after a NAMM show.
Yeah.
You know, would just drive by and you know, I've walked, you know, my old dog Howie. I've walked him around the block.
How?
You know.
Yep, Howie was there. He's the CNI dog for.
He's been there. Yeah, he's been
Johnny.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. We've walked up and down that street where it says Van Halen in the cement. You know, which is only like a few blocks down the street from that house. It's not far.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and then that's they're actually not, they weren't that far from the college, Pasadena City College. I don't think it wasn't too far away. You know, and that's where they all met.
That's the college they went to, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's actually a big thing outside on one of the lights. There's a big Edward thing that says that he went there. I'm sure you've seen it. You've seen pictures of it. It's striped up, has his picture, and has like a striped SG is like in the picture, and everyone's like, "Why is there an SG in that picture?" You know? It's a guitar. You know?
Yeah. I saw on eBay, I saw the yearbook Ed's last year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And they wanted like $800 for it. Yeah.
Surprised you didn't buy it.
Is he just in the one picture, or was there any other pictures of him in there?
He's just in the one. I almost bought, almost bought. I saw one from the year before his, I think it was. And Alex had already gone. He was older, and I emailed the guy about the yearbook, and is Edward Van Halen in this yearbook? I'm curious before I buy it. And the guy messaged me back, and he's like, "No, Eddie's not in here. They only did the senior class only in the yearbook, and if he was in here, I'd know it because I'm the biggest Van Halen fan in the world." So,
oh wow,
yeah.
So that was something he just like had. He just
had, yeah.
He got just in case, and he probably looked through the entire thing looking for something, you know.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's banking on
maybe.
some idiot to buy it, probably.
But
Yeah,
there's
someone will buy it.
But there's two pictures of Eddie from, was it his senior year? Or is it 2 different years? I've seen 2 different school pictures of him from high school. They're
I've
similar.
seen one.
One he's looking to the side, another one he's looking straight on at the camera.
Yeah.
There's 2 different ones. I don't know if it's from the same
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know. But yeah, $800. I'd like to have it, but yeah, that's it right there.
Yeah, there's that one, and then there's another one. Oh, well, then there's another one. Then that's a different one. Looks younger there. Yeah, that one. Does that look like the same one from that first one that you showed?
Yeah, it's different. Whoops. Wrong way. That one and that one.
Yeah, it looks like it's from the same ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe
it's possible they just published that one that
yeah.
one, and then of course he becomes Eddie Van Halen, and the photographer's like, oh, I took doubles. Here's the one.
Maybe they took
we didn't
doubles,
publish,
or you bring home the proofs of others.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Alex.
I've seen that one.
Oh man, he doesn't look like he's too happy to be there.
Well, I didn't like going to school either.
No, I didn't either.
I do now, though.
Nope.
I love going to school now. Jeff Davidson. Yeah. The Edward Memorial in Pasadena. It looks like that's going to happen, but I read or heard that it can't have his likeness, so it won't look like him, and the guitar won't be a Frankenstein guitar. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that?
I don't know. John Biel probably knows, but he's not here. John Biel. Yeah. But that's just one thing. I'm sure there's going to be much more. They already did the thing at Guitar Center. I'm sure there's going to be, many more things, in the future, especially because as time goes on, as I've said, he's going to become the next Hendrix. He's going to surpass Hendrix as far as legend. The way we all heard about Jimi Hendrix, 20 years from now, yeah, there was Hendrix, but there was Edward Van Halen. And he's going to become that. So we are all very lucky that we were around for this band, and those of us that got to meet him and be nerds about this stuff. It's very cool.
I saw one in here of, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of Roth. Dave! Forget about it, Dave.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. My senior, not my senior year, no, but junior high, most of my pictures in junior high and then in high school, the pictures that I showed up for, I'm wearing Van Halen t-shirts.
That's awesome.
I'm wearing like a 1984 picture in one of them, or a t-shirt. I'm wearing an 0812 one in another.
Me too.
Tony, you know the one that said 0812 that went down the side in green?
Yeah.
OU812, then had the 4 shots.
Yeah,
live shots of them. Yeah, I had that one.
yeah.
That was a great shirt.
Man, I wore those shirts out. My 81 shirt.
Somebody gave me one of those at one point years ago, and I couldn't believe it was an original 81. What do you call it? Like the baseball,
Yeah,
you know? And
that's
I
what I
couldn't
had originally.
I couldn't believe it, and I had it for a long time, and then my whole collection. I eventually had to get rid of stuff, and this I'm talking years ago, 20 years ago. It's been probably it's been almost 20 years since I collected.
I think you're probably close to the same age as me, either by a year or two, because I'm the same age as Jay Hannon. Like him and I are like 4 months apart. So
Here you go, Johnny.
I guarantee I'm younger than both of you.
All right, there you go.
Wait, don't stand up. Be careful, man. I had that. Oh no, I didn't have that one. I had another shirt that had that same. It was similar.
That's a cool.
There was a
1984
shirt that had the guitar.
Yeah.
On the back, it was like a bigger Frankenstein.
Yeah, yeah.
I had that one too.
Yeah.
That's cool though, man. That these
Memorial things Day, they're hard to come by. These things online are a couple of $100.
Man, you remember ordering a T-shirt back in like the late 80s or 90s, and it would take like 2 months for it to come get to your house.
Yeah.
You would send a money order and like tape it to a postcard and put it in an envelope and send it off, and like literally like 2 months later, all of a sudden you'd get a package in the mail and you'd get the T-shirt. Right, Johnny? I mean, you remember those days? I know you're younger.
I remember money orders. I remember going down, going to the post office.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get a money order for $28? Because I saw on this back of this magazine I can get a bootleg VHS of this the US Festival or whatever it is. And then you'd get it. Some of those you took a gamble on those tapes because maybe you would get it, but it could have been the worst recording you'd ever seen, but still it was like, oh, it's awesome. And it's not until now with YouTube, we're finally seeing some of this stuff in better quality than what we had. Because I had the Lost in Control music video where they're all doctors.
Oh,
I had that. It was the worst quality. It was the worst quality you'd ever seen. You could barely see what was going on.
It looked like they'd taken it like with a home camera, like a home video camera back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because those VHS tapes, the every generation, because those guys, they're dubbing those tapes off left and right. The more you dub a tape, the quality gets worse and worse and worse. And you'd be paying, $40, $30 for a tape, and you have no idea what the quality is going to be like. And and you wait 2 months to get it. Yeah, and you had to get a money order. Yeah, it was insane.
And it was a gamble, but you never got burned back then. Like it would just show up 2-3 months.
No, I did. No,
I
I ordered stuff that never showed up. Yeah, and it was
I always
couldn't do anything.
I ordered either from a magazine or I always either ordered from a magazine or from Jeff Hausman or any of those, and I always got my stuff. But yeah, it was a gamble. You never knew.
Yeah. Jeff and we used to talk on the phone all the time because he lived in the town next. We lived in the 2 towns apart back in the day when he was doing. It was called Eruption. It was called the Eruption video that he was doing, and he'd be telling me, "Oh, I just got this tape, this and this and this," and this was this is 1990. So I'm a little over 29.
And the band,
but
they knew about Jeff, and they were always like, "We're not affiliated with him," but they let him do what he did. They never really stopped him. They did. Hey, we're not affiliated with him. What he's doing, that's not our website. That's not our publication.
Mm-hmm.
But they let him do it, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, for a split for a brief time, the magazine was the official Van Halen magazine for a time, and then I remember when I got Best of Volume 1, you look in the credits, they mention him in the credits, the magazine, I guess.
But
Yeah.
really, though, the store is not Van Halen store. It is called the Van Halen store, but it's not them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's all licensed stuff.
Yeah,
It is.
I sold him a bunch of my.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. But they would put his website in there, like in their tour magazines or their tour books, right? Later on, in Balance.
I never saw the Van Halen 3 tour book because I didn't get to see that tour, but Balance I don't remember. And there was no tour book for Right Here Right Now.
Yeah,
I remember. And there was no tour book for Carnal Knowledge. I remember there was no book. I was bummed that there was no book for that.
Back in 80 and 81, if you were a member of the fan club, you paid a very small fee, and you got 8x10s of each band member, one of the whole band, like whatever, a pin or this and that, and you could order stuff. There was like a mailing list of all the merch, and I ordered all kind of stuff. I mean, I'm in 8th and 9th grade. You know, you mail it off and have to wait 8 weeks, but yeah, I've still got my card, my I guess 1980 membership card.
Yeah, I wasn't into them then, but I was into Star Wars, and so I was in the Star Wars fan club, the official club. So I had their version of all that stuff, little card, all the 8x10s. And they had these newsletters called the Bantha Tracks that talked about stuff that was new, that was going on, like the new movie Revenge of the Jedi is being filmed.
Yeah.
So I was in the Star Wars land of all that stuff at that time, or a little after,
Yeah. Yeah, I bought the tour books from the later tours at the shows, but I remember going back and off the merch thing. I would go back. I ordered the 78 book, 79 book, the 80 book, and I've got all of those still.
Those are going for $50 to $100 a piece now.
Yeah. I had all those. I had several copies of all that stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
Man, if I only would have, I was at a record show in 1990, and that's when I got my first Van Halen bootleg. Actually, it was a cassette, and it was of Caracas 83.
Yeah.
Crocus.
Or
whatever.
Crocus, and you were 10 back then.
And so I had a cassette of that. So, so I knew the audio for years. And then YouTube comes around, and eventually there's video of that, and it was amazing to finally see the video of that, of the audio I'd heard for all those years.
Yeah.
But I bought that, and then I bought the Fair Warning tour book. If I wasn't such a nerd then, it was mint. It wasn't even opened. It was in plastic. Like
mine are in bad shape. Mine are I've had them all my life, and they're intact, but they're not in great shape. All those old tour books.
I have
I just
Women and Children First tour book. That's the further back I got.
yeah, lots of cool pictures in that one.
That's one of the cooler ones. The Van Halen 2 one is cool, although you could actually get like a Van Halen 2 music book, like those piano books or guitar books, and it was almost the same as the tour book. Like it had all the same pictures.
This is the best.
Yeah. I don't have that, but I've seen stuff from that.
Jeff's selling this on his website now. Just this book. This is probably the best one. These are the two, Johnny. If you ever want someone to get you one of the Japanese books, these two are the best ones. These two are the best.
I know the Guitar Man ones because somebody sent me a PDF of the book at one point years ago. So I've seen it. Yeah.
Well, it's got I know. I've found about this on your channel with Rob and Dave Nesdahl, those two.
You got that one, Kurt?
Yep, I got both Lozar books. Do you have the other one?
Yeah.
Let's see.
The Eddie Van Halen. I have both those Laws ones as iTunes books.
Oh,
so they're in my phone. Like, you go to your books section. Books. And
I posted a picture today off of that book with the bumblebee today on Instagram. It's an incredible picture on that one.
Yeah.
Got that one, Kurt?
No. I pretty much have every book. I do not have that one. Van Halen 101. All right, here we go. Coming. I'm sick.
You got that one?
Oh yeah, I got that one.
I know you've got that one.
Yep.
I know you've got that one.
Oh yeah, signed. Oh, here it is. 27
I know you've got that one.
Yeah. Johnny has yet to read it, and he has like 5 sitting in his house.
They're all in the loft, right up there.
Oh yeah, I got that one signed too.
I wonder if I can grab one. Let me see. See if I
Johnny, I know you're not a big book reader, but the red book's really good. And that one, of course. Tony, let me see if I can grab my latest one that it might be in my bedroom. Van Halen. Shoot, it might be in my bedroom.
Who's eating?
Tony, do you have this one? This is good. I just got this. Do you have that one, Tony?
No.
This is a good one. Martin Popoff.
Oh,
I don't have it either.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good,
all right.
That's a good one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Here you go, Kurt. You got these. This is the debut.
Yes, I have that.
He's like, I have it, but all the pages have been stuck together for years. Yeah, I had all those too. I would actually, I felt I didn't want Jeff to think I was such a dork. I joined, for those under different names. So I'd get like 3 of them, but all under different names.
Yeah, I got them
all. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I love those. At the time, I was like, why'd they stop?
Yeah, I know. So yeah, I'll send you the link to the Martin Popoff one. He's got 2 books. He just released one just after Eddie passed, it's pretty good too.
Ah, I'm dropping
I
stuff.
know you're a collector, and you got to have it all.
Here's something that my ex, if you can believe this, it's a price on here. This is a manuscript, and I'm not going to take it out.
Hold on. Let me make sure her lawyer's not in the chat. Give me a second here. All right, we're good. We're good.
Now this is probably 50 pages bound by the metal clips here.
Oh yeah.
Look at the price. $1 at a yard sale. She brought this, dude.
She bought it? No way. This is the movie he was gonna.
This is the screenplay.
Yeah, I don't even know if I would want to read that. It would probably make my mind into scrambled eggs.
Whose yard sale was it?
I don't know. It's near here. I was
No
like,
month.
what? $1?
So you've read it, right?
Yeah.
No month.
It's not great. I mean, reading it, you have to. It's you know, I guess you have to watch the movie. You know, but yeah, no, I was like, what? This is crap.
Yeah, and David Lee Roth blamed it on the movie producer, the company being bought out or whatever, but
they said no, we're not
you're
going
done.
to do it, dude. Yeah. You can say this, you can say that. He just got a great big no is all that it was. You know, I hate to say it like that, but that's what happened. Like, nope, not doing it.
So Johnny,
Mm-hmm.
I see you got your EVH case there. How's your Wolfgang coming? Is it close to coming home?
The one with the busted headstock.
Yeah.
Not yet. No, not yet. This is a different one. This is another guitar. This is it's a Chinese body. No, it's a Japanese body. I don't even know. I think it's Chinese. No, it's Japanese body, Chinese neck. The neck that Jay Hanning sent me.
Yeah. Japanese the necks are the good ones.
Yeah. So I had to order some pickups. So
did you get anything yet?
Huh?
Did you get pickups? Did you order pickups?
I ordered pickups, yeah. One of them will be here tomorrow. Although I won't be here.
Did you get P90s?
No. I ordered EVH Wolfgang pickups.
Oh man. I was kind of hoping you would put P90s in it. I thought that would have been cool.
Yeah. But they won't just fit right in, you know, the P90s.
Yeah, I know. I read there's a few companies that make some that fit in, but I know EVH has a special route. But so you got pickups coming.
And so once I get those, I'll mail that off.
Cool.
And it'll get built. Thank you. You know who you are. Somebody is helping me get it done.
Awesome.
And
nice.
then the other guitar, the one that the headstock busted in half. Yeah. That one's still being worked on and
cool.
Yeah. When I get that one back, I just have to throw it back together and
it'll
be cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like my favorite guitar. That one, the
Mhm.
the Bozique, our friend Bozique,
Bozique, yeah.
the Wolfgang
Yeah.
that he sent me
Yeah.
years ago. Now, it's been several years.
Yeah.
He sent me and Nesdal, stuff. I think he sent Nesdal an amp. He sent him like a little
And
Marshall amp.
Nestal probably sold it. Well, along with his soul.
Oh gosh, I have no idea. I don't know, but Bozique was kind enough to send me the
No, that's cool.
the Wolfgang. It was just a body. It was just the body and the pickups and the bridge. There was no neck. And then what I did was I traded him because Rob had sent me a neck. Rob had sent me a Mexico Wolfgang standard neck.
Okay.
And then is that right? No, special.
Yeah.
Those are specials. Rob had sent me one of those, and so I traded Bozique for the original neck that went on that body. And that's the neck, that's the headstock that fell over and broke.
Yeah, Rob told me, he's like, I was asking him about his Bumblebee, and he's like, yeah, he said he sold all of his EVH guitars. So he said he's got like none.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I know. I don't understand that, but
yeah,
he's got a bunch more though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no
I
one
saw
cares about
last night, Johnny, Neanderthal got the cool one and unboxed it last night. That's the one I want.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the striped
The Relic
the Frankie?
Frankie. Yes, sir.
Did he get it? Did he buy it from Dane?
Zim's had it in his store and they made a deal.
They did make a deal. So I watched the show today.
Yeah.
So he got it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. And they did a video at Dane's shop as well.
Oh, really? I haven't seen that.
If you look at Dane's channel,
I watched the video today.
Yeah, I saw it too. A couple few hours
ago. I think I was the first person to comment on it. But yeah, I didn't know that Neanderthal purchased it. Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And those are great guitars.
I would die for one.
Yeah, me too, man. That is on my list. My thing is just that wait time.
Yeah. What intrigues me is everyone talks about the neck on that thing, and I have a couple EVH guitars that I've sanded down and ran, triple op steel wool on the neck and put true oil on it and the wax like Eddie does. But everyone talks about this neck on the Frankie's like unbelievable. So I haven't even touched one. I just want to feel one, play one, just to see what the neck's about. Everyone, I mean, Johnny, you've played one. Everyone says the neck is just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did, but that was a long time ago now, and I only played it like the couple times. Well, it's been a year.
NAMM couple
Is that
years
a year
ago.
ago?
You can't remember yesterday.
2 years ago. Yeah, year and a half. That was a year and a half. Yeah, that was a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're great though. Yeah. I remember it felt cool, looked cool, and the EVH Stripe series guitars they get better and better every new one they put out is better than the last. So I'm looking forward to seeing what's next.
Yeah.
Possibly this summer. This summer NAMM, they'll probably put something out.
Yeah.
Caleb
was on the 5150 show here last week, and he talked about the Frankie, and he was afraid to play it because he wasn't sure if he was going to like it, and he didn't want to not make it his number one guitar because, you know, EVH gave him a deal on it. And when he played it, he was like, okay, this is my number one. And he has 2 or 3 nice guitars. And, you know, he considers that up there with one of his best, you know? So I mean, that'll tell you right there that the thing's legit.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
So,
that
Johnny,
one. Uh-huh.
You think they're going to do a 5150 relic?
I think probably. Yeah.
Which
And that's the one, man.
I know it is. It
That'd
is
be
the
the
one.
one.
That's my favorite guitar, but like the 3 of us here on this show can't afford it. So it's like bittersweet, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to see if they do that and what they put together and how it looks and all the detail. But I mean, they'll make 50 of them, and only 50 people will be able to own one. So I don't know. To me, it's kind of bittersweet, but
I don't know if they will or not. I mean, you know, that guitar right there, that's the one in my book. That's the one, you know.
for Frankie?
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
With the history there, I can see where they made them, you know.
And they did 300 of those.
Yeah.
That one.
Right.
I played one. I've seen a few of them over the years, but I played one, and it was the greatest playing Van Halen guitar I'd ever played.
It was really.
It was just amazing. It was doing all this stuff. It was like nothing. It was like, wow, this is incredible. And there's videos on my channel of me playing it.
Yeah,
you know, just real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, there's a playlist. If you look in the playlist section, I think it says, you know, playing the EVH Frankenstein or whatever. And
but Tony, you know, Johnny and I, we both started off with 5150 and then Live Without a Net.
Right. I know.
It's
My thing is greatest band of all time. You guys know that. It doesn't matter when you discovered them. Young kids are getting into them now. Your son Kurt's getting into them now. Doesn't matter when, you know, or how old you are, you know. But no. I mean, I get it. Yeah. I mean, and that era, that time, I think that Ed, 86, he was probably creative wise, playing wise, songwriting wise, I think he was at his best.
Yeah.
You know. So to hear all these, I mean, I love the early shows, the 82 shows, the 84 shows, but to have that 86 Live Without a Net as being the grail, man, he was at his greatest then. I mean, no question about it. And I agree. I agree. I mean, you know.
Yeah, and Tony, think about NASCAR, right? You talked about this NASCAR thing. Imagine if you had won the championship for 2 or 3 years, but you're year 7 into the same car. Eventually, you're going to want to get into a new car.
Oh yeah,
to see what it's all about. I mean, he played that Frankie for 6 or 7 years, and it was like he had to try something different and upgrade. You know?
Oh yeah.
And he found the right one. You know?
I remember that 84 tour. I said, "Oh Lord, he's got new guitars now." You know,
And he had
I
said
didn't know what to think.
he stopped playing the Frankenstein because it started falling apart.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's why he stopped playing it. And did you guys talk about this yet? Or
No.
or Kurt, right?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
you saw the guy that's selling the guitar claiming that it's a backup from the 81 and it looks like a Frankenstein? Have
on
you
the
seen that?
Discord. Ding! Yeah, what a crock of shit that is. Yeah. Yeah.
I haven't called them out on it yet.
I don't even want to believe it. Yeah.
But it's there's I mean I
think my post on there, Johnny, was Chip Ellis was really the first person to really make a true Frankie, and I think that was the only
It's
remake.
not possible. It's not possible. If you saw another guitar other than that on a stage with him at that time, you damn well knew it because it looked nothing like that.
This guy was saying it was the Fair Warning tour, and it was like a backup, and it looked just like the Frankie.
No,
like
absolutely
it was a replica. No way. Yeah. For sure.
I mean,
for sure.
I mean, the thing is, nobody knows for sure except who was actually there. You know, so I could say, yeah, maybe it's possible that there was a backup that looked just like it, just in case, and he used it for like a couple shows or whatever. Who knows? But
it 1 in a million. It's because we know the history of that. History of it back when it was black and white. The history of the paint.
Yeah.
And how and why, and this scratch and that scratch, and the next year more relicking. It's no way.
He wanted the Circles the guitar and the Rude guitar and all those other guitars to be the next Frankie, but they never were. So he dabbled with those and then went back to the Frankie, dabbled with those, went back to the Frankie. And then when he got the Kramers, he kind of stayed with it. That tells me right there that there wasn't any other than in '83 when he had the Kramer ad guitar that looked like the Frankie. That was really the only Frankie relic, clone that he had.
Right. Yeah.
What would have made that I guess it's an auction or whatever more believable to me is if it would have been a Kramer and striped up, because he had so many of those, and if so that'd be more believable. But I'm
it had a quarter on it. It had a Floyd Rose special on it. It had a
that Floyd was not from 1981. The Floyd that's on there now.
New Floyd. Yeah, that's what
so yeah, and that guitar didn't look like that in '81 either.
No.
So
shit,
yeah.
he was like just dabbling into Floyd's in '81. Really just getting into them, really like figuring them out. Yeah.
I don't think his yeah they were it was the early ones, so who knows, but it's very, very unlikely that guitar was what they're saying it is.
Yeah, Tony, I'll send it to you if you want to look at it. It's
yeah. I just ordered. I found a copy on eBay, and it's on YouTube, and I've heard it, but I don't have it in the car. But I ordered, and it was like $11.99. It was cheap, but I ordered a copy of the '82 Charlotte show. That'll be here in another week. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Is it audio?
yeah,
Just audio? Mm-hmm.
yeah. CD. 2 CD. So I'm curious. I've already got the 81 and 84 Greensboro and Charlotte shows on disc, but yeah, so I'll have that I can listen to in the car.
5150.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Message is https://
Sorry, buddy. That was
No, no worries. No, it talks. Yeah. I like to hear it. I don't like to read it.
So, I'm building this Bumblebee. It's crazy how much stuff's on like 2-month back order. Everything. Floyd's, pickups, bodies, necks. My neck will be here tomorrow. But everything is like 5, 6, 7 weeks on back order. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And Johnny, man, I'll tell you what, buddy, like just having the Discord and to be able to just post stuff on there. And I know I've probably already posted 20 things on this. I've already posted like 20 posts on this guitar and I haven't even started it yet, but it's cool. It's cool to have that platform to be able to put the progression. And I hope I'm not being too much of a nerd, but I really appreciate it having that.
Dude, I begged people for 2 years to join that thing.
Dude, it's awesome.
And even though we have over 300 people in there, we have a handful of people that are in there every day, including you. And no, it's great. You got Linny Lou. I see you guys because I get notifications. Everything you guys do, it tells me.
4 in the morning.
Oh, 24 hours a day. I get this stuff all the time, but I think it's great.
Are you in there, Tony?
No, I ought to be in there. I don't know why I'm not.
You should. It's awesome. When I got on there, I'm like, I'm gonna check this out. Literally, like I check that before I check Instagram or Twitter.
Yeah. Huh.
It's great, man.
It really is.
It's a great
really is.
A great service, the Discord and I still plan to incorporate, my shows into it. Like I've talked about, like doing like a podcast, where we have like a voice chat, like podcast stuff out and whatever. But the thing is, like Tony, like like the more you do with like a show or a series of shows, the more you realize there's so much more to do, and it's never ending.
Oh yeah,
it's never I'm not even caught up with my podcasts yet because it takes me another hour to do each episode, and I upload them. So maybe if you see me uploading a podcast, it's maybe from like 2 weeks ago, but I'm slowly catching up to, whatever.
But like Fender Guru, British Electric Blues channel from, New Zealand, Hamilton, 1987, 2001, 87259. That channel, he can post on the Discord like his shows, and you could post Halenville on there if you wanted to, whenever you had a show or whatever. So it's cool that you have that.
I need to hop in there. I've been meaning to for a couple of years. Honestly.
It's cool. It really is, and I think it originated. It's more of a gaming. I think it originated from gamers.
Yeah,
but it's like it's just an open community where you can post, talk. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's voice sections where if you just jump into a voice, it's just like doing this here, but it's just a private little voice chat area. Yeah, there's so many different sections of all different types of
Johnny
stuff.
Has about 40 to 50 different themes or subjects that you can either post, or if you're looking for something on Charvel Guitars, you can go right to Charvel Guitars, and you can look at posts all the way to the very beginning of the Discord, which is cool.
Yeah.
All the way to the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's great. It's like it's like a Facebook type of thing, but it's not Facebook. So you don't have to be on Facebook to do it. You just join. You're in there, and it's
no
cool.
advertisement.
No.
No
There's no
Facebook
ads.
BS. Yeah.
There's no ads at all. It's we have Linny Lou, yeah, that was your idea. Yeah, there's an auction section now that I put in. So if you come across any cool Van Halen related auctions or whatever, you can post them right there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I need to hop in there.
There's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. All right, guys and gals, it is approaching a little after 1 a.m. East Coast time. And that means I have to get up in 4 hours.
Oh my goodness.
And go to work. That's what Mondays are.
Oh, you're gonna be spraying bugs in 4 hours.
I'll be having coffee in 4 hours. And I'll wander in the office and not sit. I'll stand and walk. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, for sure.
Put some people to work.
And they will be. Monday nights, the past 8 weeks, I go to bed early, dude.
Oh man. I'm telling you, Johnny's the night owl. Like I'm usually, and I'm the same time zone as Johnny. I'm usually in bed by 9 or 10. And it's 10 o'clock here. Like I'll go right to bed after the show.
I usually go to bed these days. I'll head in about midnight 30, 1. For years I'd go to bed at 3:30 for years and years and years. Although I do have to go out of town. I have to drive up to Walnut Creek tomorrow and spend all day up there and then come back tomorrow night. So I'll probably head to bed about midnight in a couple hours.
I know Jay Hannon, he stays up late too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a group chat in Facebook DMs of the Saturday Night Crew, all of us, so we have a chat. That thing all the time, nonstop. People, chatting back and forth in that all hours of the night, day.
Oh my gosh.
Your show is midnight each week, and my show's wrapping up. So I used to have my show in the afternoon, and then I went to 9 o'clock East Coast time. So now I can catch your midnight show. It's easier. But Kurt, you guys, Andrew's midnight starts. Like, dude.
No, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so hard. They're on the other end of the planet. And even before I text him, I got to go to my world clock and see what time it is. And like during the day, it's 3 a.m. their time. It's
what
crazy.
Month it is?
Like, yeah, and they're a day ahead of us. Like it's Tuesday right now where they're at. It's crazy.
10 o'clock. It's like the next day, like afternoon or something.
Yeah, I can't catch their other shows that they do. The British Electric Blues show. I can't ever catch those because they're 11, 12 o'clock my time on a Saturday, and I'm 10 sheets to the wind in bed by then.
Yeah. I've I watched you guys a couple of nights ago. I had to make some
Dude.
coffee ahead of time.
You're a trooper, brother. You are a
Just to make
trooper.
sure I
really
stayed up.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a trooper.
Yeah.
But
And his
it's all
show
because of
last night.
Daddy Beane.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, kids. Lenny Lou.
3 nights in a row, 2 a.m.
Jeff, CK, you guys, we appreciate you being here. Lenny Lou, it was great to talk to you tonight. That was so cool. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed hearing the stories. Enjoyed the pictures.
Thanks for
Yeah.
everything, man.
That was awesome. I heard some of it. I tuned in while she was talking to you guys. Yeah, that was cool, Lenny Lou.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was super cool. Way cool.
Lenny, one of these days I will meet you. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. So keep it up.
Yeah.
Oh, she's awesome.
Yeah. Linny may join us, Brendan and me up near him. He's in New York. We're supposed to catch later on, I think August, a Vixen show
Cool.
up there. So Linny had spoke about joining us maybe. So
Awesome.
yeah.
As long as Rob's not
That's
there,
great.
she should be able to have a good show.
The cat is out of the bag now.
Yeah. Well, I can bust his chops all I want.
I've known this about a year now, but
That's funny.
she told the story, so
Right now, he's got a broken back.
funny.
Now's the time to get after him.
Oh my gosh.
Rob Moe's Mary down in the VIP line, rushing to the stage.
Oh man, he's like George. Rob's like George Costanza when there's a fire in his apartment. And he knocks over all those kids.
Yeah.
Oh man. I know, Lenny. We love Rob too. We do.
We love Rob too.
We do love Rob. Rob is one of the greatest friends that I have that I've never met, for sure.
But Kurt's gonna open up a can in the morning, though.
Oh, I will. And the problem is, if I do that, he'll start calling me at 3 a.m. because he knows that I'm sleeping. That's the worst thing I love. He gets up early.
Mhm.
All right, kids. Happy
All right,
trails. Have a great week. Bomba-dee-da, bomba-dee-da.
Thanks, brother.
We will see you guys down the road. Johnny here in a couple of days for Talking Guitars and 80s Metal with John Mancuda and Neanderthal. Always a great show. Yeah.
Craziness.
You know.
Yeah.
And Kurt, always a pleasure, brother. Always.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate the open invite, man. This is a good way to spend a Sunday evening for sure. So thanks, man. And Johnny, good seeing you, man.
Yeah, you too.
Go tuck those chickens in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, I did already, like hours ago.
All right, kids.
We'll see you in Discord.
We will see you guys this coming week. Have a great week. Thanks so much for being here. Leave a thumbs up right down there on your way out, and subscribe if you're not already. We'll be back here again next week. Me and that guy, and maybe that guy, and maybe Tom, and God knows who else on another week of Halenville Live, talking all things Van Halen. So, hey, thanks. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.